It's a cold, rainy, windy day here on Sean's View Entertainment. We couldn't have it any other way. The brash and brazen, I will not be overtaken. And despite power outages, despite the power going out, despite turning black, I am back intact. We're talking about why the WWE is concerned with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. More huge news, rumors, and updates on Raw moving to Fox and going to 2 hours. All the latest developments, breaking news, and details. Share and subscribe. Refresh my YouTube channel multiple times a day so you're always in the know on the top rumors, news, headlines here on Sean's View Entertainment. Now, once again, we keep it prolific, consistent, and dedicated. Let's start off at the top of the show. Jeff Hardy reportedly training, wanting to make a comeback either before WrestleMania, shortly before WrestleMania, or at WrestleMania. Jeff Hardy expected to come back and team up with his brother, Broken Matt Hardy, the Broken Brilliance. We know what Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy presented. We know what they did in TNA, and now they want to present that in WWE. UFC's deal with Fox is set to expire on December 31st, and remains to be seen what happens to the UFC next, because UFC is partnered up with Fox. But, you know, talks of Raw moving to Fox. Remember, viewers, Ringside News, the dirt sheets, the websites. Fox is definitely trying to get the WWE. They'll pass on the UFC, then use Raw for Fox Broadcasting and FS1 content, a source told Sporting News. WWE and UFC are both seeking up to $400 million a year, and the belief is that Fox is more willing to fork that kind of money over to WWE rather than the UFC. Fox currently pays around $120 million a year for UFC TV rights. In regards to Raw switching from 3-hour format back to the 2 hours, the traditional 2 hours, many within the company would be happy about this move. Brian Alvarez discussed on today's installment of the Wrestling Observer Live that the only reason Raw is a 3-hour show right now is because the USA Network pushed for it and offered them more money in return. More money for less television is ideal for WWE on a station that can reach more households. WWE's contract with the USA Network expires on September 30th, 2019. What happens next remains to be seen. We will keep you updated. The dirt sheets, the websites, Sean's View Entertainment on location with all the latest, hottest rumors, news, and headlines, and World Wrestling Entertainment. Behind the scenes of the Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar WrestleMania problem. The reason that Dave Meltzer points out that the WWE is worried about the steroid allegations that Roman Reigns faces. As reported earlier, documentation from John Bravo reportedly has evidence that he has built up through interviews with convicted steroid dealer Richard Rodriguez that implicates that Roman Reigns and others of buying steroids from the man. Roman Reigns has denied even knowing Rodriguez, but Bravo said that he has telephone records and more proving that Roman Reigns has about knowing Rodriguez and was, in fact, a former customer. Other names include Mark Wahlberg and Josh, who also happened to show up on SmackDown Live to promote his new show on Tuesday nights. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot of controversy. There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of drama going on right now because the WWE has to be saving a Roman Reigns. They have to be saving a Braun Strowman. They have to have a backup plan because what happens if this happens the weekend of WrestleMania where Roman Reigns gets fined or he gets suspended? I mean, this would be Roman Reigns' second chance, his second opportunity. You're going to wonder, was that first time for something that was going on like this? And Roman Reigns has already openly said, didn't he already say that, well, you know, he doesn't know this guy, he has nothing to do with it, you know, he wouldn't do that, he's not that guy. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, and you know, as it concerns the USA Network, us as fans, a majority of us wants Raw to move back to 2 hours, and I think that's the final stand for Raw. Go back to 2 hours, make it interesting and compelling. Stay tuned, more to come.